Hello everybody, and welcome back to Mindscope Media. Today we'll talk about the 11 triggers that can cause anxiety. Anxiety is a common mental health condition that causes concern, fear, or tension in the body. Anxiety can also induce panic attacks and severe physical symptoms such as chest discomfort in some people. Anxiety problems are pretty prevalent. Anxiety and anxiety disorders have a variety of origins. A mix of variables including genetics and environmental circumstances are likely to play a role. However, certain events, feelings, or experiences can also trigger or exacerbate anxiety symptoms. Triggers are the terms for these components. Anxiety triggers vary from person to person, although many are shared by those who suffer from anxiety disorders. Here are 11 triggers for anxiety that you need to be aware of, so let's dive right in. Number 1. Agitated feelings. When a person is worried, a portion of their sympathetic nervous system kicks into high gear. This causes a series of symptoms throughout the body, including a racing heart, sweaty palms, trembling hands, and a parched mouth. These sensations appear because your brain thinks you've detected danger and is preparing your body to respond. If you need to run or fight, your body diverts blood away from your digestive system and into your muscles. It can also increase your heartbeat, which makes your senses more acute. While these effects are beneficial in the event of a genuine threat, they may be crippling if the fear is entirely in your imagination. According to several studies, persons with anxiety disorders cannot lower their arousal as fast as people without anxiety disorders, meaning they may experience the symptoms of anxiety for a longer period of time. Number 2. Long-term stress. Everyday stresses such as traffic congestion or missing your train may create anxiety in anybody. On the other hand, long-term or chronic stress can lead to long-term anxiety and other health issues. Stress can also lead to bad habits like missing meals, consuming too much alcohol, and sleeping too little. These variables can also cause or exacerbate anxiety. Learning coping strategies is frequently necessary for treating and avoiding stress. A therapist or counselor can help you in learning to recognize and manage your sources of stress when they become overwhelming or troublesome. Anxiety and stress frequently go hand in hand. When you're too tense, you're more likely to engage in activities that exacerbate anxiety. It is important to know that physical symptoms such as stomach aches, headaches, dry mouth, dizziness, and sweat are frequently associated with stress and worry. Number 3. Racing heartbeat. Remember how we said your sympathetic nervous system controls your heart rate? This is a classic indicator of worry. According to research, when your adrenal glands produce chemicals like adrenaline, also known as epinephrine, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, in response to a stressful situation, receptors in your heart react by speeding up your pulse. This also allows you to pump more blood to your large muscles, allowing you to run or fight a threat. However, a racing heart might make you feel even more worried if you have anxiety, creating a vicious cycle. Number 4. Bullying and social conflict. People who have been bullied at school or work may find it challenging to spend time there. Bullies' fear might cause people to lose focus on their academics or career. Some youngsters may choose to skip school entirely. Underperformance as a result of these behavioral reactions might lead to increased worry. People might develop a phobia of social situations in general over time. Those who are being bullied should seek help from a trustworthy friend, coworker, or mentor. Most businesses have policies in place to deal with bullying in the workplace or at school. Number 5. Substance abuse and alcohol. Despite the fact that anxiety and drug misuse are two distinct diseases, they share risk factors. The genetic components that enhances a person's vulnerability to addiction and anxiety disorders may have some overlap. Trauma and abuse, for example, can cause anxiety and make people more likely to take drugs. Alcohol and anxiety have a significant connection. According to studies, people with anxiety disorders are 2 to 3 times more likely than the average population to struggle with drugs and alcohol at some point in their life. People with social anxiety in particular may resort to drinking to alleviate their symptoms. Nevertheless, alcohol can exacerbate anxiety. Around 20% of persons with a social anxiety disorder also have a problem with alcohol or drugs. The mix of drugs, alcohol, and anxiety, regardless of which problem occurs first, may create a vicious cycle. Number 6. Caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant, which might be harmful to someone who suffers from anxiety. The frenetic effects of caffeine on your body are comparable to those of a terrifying incident. Caffeine boosts your fight or flight reaction, which has been proven in studies to increase anxiety and even precipitate any anxiety attack. According to other studies, while caffeine or coffee can improve alertness, concentration, and cognitive performance, too much of it can cause anxiety, especially in those with a panic disorder and social anxiety disorder. One too many cups of coffee, like the symptoms of anxiety, may make you nervous and irritable, as well as keep you up at night. Number 7. Heart problems. If you've ever experienced a panic attack, you know how your hands become clammy, you can't breathe properly, and your heart feels like it's about to pound out of your chest. While a panic episode is not the same as a heart attack, there is a link between worry and cardiac issues. The link appears to be mutual. Long-term worry can result in higher heart rates and blood pressure, decreased blood supply to the heart, and elevated levels of the stress hormone cortisol, all of which can contribute to cardiac issues over time. Anxiety can be triggered by a heart attack, stroke, or heart failure according to research. Number 8. Medicines and weight loss supplements. Certain medicines can produce anxiety symptoms or anxiety attacks, and some of them have unpleasant side effects. Thyroid and asthma medicines are 2 prescription medications to avoid, while over-the-counter decongestants have been known to trigger anxiety symptoms in certain people. Withdrawal symptoms can occur if you suddenly stop using some medicines used to treat anxiety, such as benzodiazepines. Anxiety-inducing adverse effects are common with weight loss pills. Guarana, which is included in several over-the-counter diet products, has up to 4 times the caffeine content of coffee beans. Also, any product containing ephedra should be avoided since it might induce an increase in anxiety. Number 9. Not eating enough. Your blood sugar may decrease if you don't eat. This might result in trembling hands and grumbling stomach. It might also make you feel anxious. Eating well-balanced meals is essential for a variety of reasons. It gives you energy as well as essential nutrients. Healthy snacks are a fantastic method to prevent low blood sugar, uneasiness, or agitation, and anxiety if you can't find the time to eat 3 proper meals a day. Keep in mind that eating might impact your mood. Number 10. Financial troubles. Anxiety might be triggered by concerns about saving money or having debt. Unexpected expenses or money worries can also be causes. It may be necessary to ask for help, such as from a financial advisor, to learn how to manage these sort of triggers. Feeling like you have friends and a guide during the process might help you relax. Financial hardship can have a major impact on a person's mental health. Anxiety might be triggered by being in debt, losing a job, or having an unpredictable income. Talking to a mental health counselor or a sympathetic family member or friend can help those with financial anxiety. Number 11. Personal triggers. These triggers might be challenging to see, but a mental health professional is qualified to assist you. It might start with a fragrance, a location, or even a song. Personal triggers remind you of a negative memory or traumatic incident in your life, whether consciously or unintentionally. Environmental cues are common anxiety triggers for people with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. It may take some time to identify personal triggers, but it's necessary so that you can learn to overcome them. Well, those are our 11 triggers for anxiety disorders. That's all for this video. If you liked our content, make sure you like and subscribe below. Tell us what you think, and we'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.